Sanctification is a core doctrine in Christianity. We can talk about the doctrine of election. God planned redemption and chose who he would save before the foundation of the world. We can talk about the doctrine of justification, the actual act of God by which he imputes the righteousness of Christ to a believing sinner, and that sinner is permanently justified, fully forgiven, and promised heaven. And then glorification, a future event that occurs as well in a moment when God takes the believer into glory, and that believer is then forever perfected. So you have the act of God in election, eternity past, the act of God in justification in time present, and the act of God in the future in glorification. And in between justification and glorification is this long process that lasts our entire lives called sanctification, the process of being increasingly separated from sin and made more like Jesus Christ. And just as there is no doubt about the election of God, nor the justification of God, nor the glorification of God, there need be no doubt about the sanctifying work of God. He is doing that work in every true believer. He's not doing it in false believers, and we'll say more about that later. But in a true believer, this work is the work of God that is going on. It is going on by means of the Word. It is going on by means of prayer. It is going on by means of fellowship. It is going on by means of worship. All the means of grace are contributing to the work of the Spirit in the increasing holiness and godliness and Christ-likeness of a true believer.